Welcome back to the deep dive. Now, many of you know structural dynamics. You know about patterns that oscillate, kind of repeat, and patterns that actually move things forward.
That's right. And today, we're not just describing them. We really want to get into the mechanism,
Yeah.
the actual causal loop that dictates whether you stay stuck or break free.
The core idea being the structure determines the behavior, always.
Exactly. So let's look at the structure itself. What are the components?
Okay, yeah, let's break down those three frames. It helps to think about what makes up this loop.
Absolutely. First up is the dynamic urge, desire. Could be
Yeah.
anything from, an immediate impulse right up to really clearly defined aspirations or values.
Got it, urge or desire. The number two is reality, how things actually are right now.
Right. Not just getting lost in the tiny details, but seeing the overall shape of your current situation, the
And
patterns.
the third leg,
Yeah.
this often seems to be the tricky one, concepts.
Oh, definitely. These are your beliefs, your ideals, maybe fears about consequences, like um, thinking you're only a good person if you succeed. That's a big one.
Or that other one, the fear that if something good happens, something bad must follow. That lurking dread.
Exactly. Those concepts become part of the structure.
Okay, so we have desire, reality, concepts. How do they link up in this causal loop? You said it's always seeking equilibrium.
Yeah, the structure inherently wants to resolve tension, find a stable state. But here's the kicker for the oscillating pattern. It's fundamentally unstable when you succeed.
How does that work? You mentioned the rubber band analogy before.
Right, think of two rubber bands. One pulls from where you are now, reality, towards where you want to be, desire. That's the creative tension pulling you forward.
Okay, makes sense.
That concept's leg acts like a second rubber band, often pulling you back, especially as you get closer to the goal.
So wait, why does actually getting the thing you want make it all snap back? That seems counterintuitive.
Because, for that specific structure, achieving the goal is the point of maximum non-equilibrium. The tension between desire and reality collapses, you got what you wanted.
Okay.
But now, that conceptual tension, the belief that I'm only worthy while striving, or I don't deserve this, or success is dangerous, that tension is suddenly unopposed. It's cranked way up.
Ah, so the path of least resistance for the whole structure is to relieve that tension.
Precisely. Which
Yeah.
means undoing the success. Moving away from the goal becomes the easiest way to get back to a lower overall tension state, even if it feels like failure.
Wow, okay, so that's the trap of oscillation. How do we break it? How do we shift to that generative advancing pattern?
The key is structural change. You have to remove the concepts from their role within that core tension system. It's like taking that troublesome leg off the tripod.
They don't vanish entirely, though. Your values or beliefs.
No, not at all. They still exist, but they stop being a structural counterforce against your desired outcome in the creative process itself. They're not part of that primary tension anymore.
So what's left?
You get a cleaner structure, just desired outcome and current reality. Pure structural tension.
And that tension.
It naturally wants to resolve. And the only way it can resolve is by moving reality towards the desired outcome. Reaching the goal becomes the point of equilibrium, the most stable place.
So success becomes sustainable. It's the natural endpoint, not a point of crisis.
Exactly. It becomes the platform for whatever you want to create next.
So wrapping this up for everyone listening, your ability to really create what you want and keep it seems to hinge on this separation, untangling your goals and reality from these limiting, often unconscious concepts.
Absolutely. And just as a final thought, building on the source material, often these powerful structural concepts, things like you can't trust people or the world isn't safe, they aren't really based on objective current reality.
They're more like echoes.
Echoes, yeah. Conclusions drawn from maybe painful, even traumatic experiences in the past. They got locked into the structure back then. So the question to really sit with is, what assumptions are you carrying in your structure right now that aren't actually true anymore, but are just old conclusions you stopped questioning?